Today I want to teach you about looking for the weak spot in a system. Hi, Larry Kaye, ShadowAnyone.com, and the creator of the Investigator's Ultimate Guide series, premium private investigator training from someone who's been there and done that. And what I'm talking about today is when you see a weak spot in a system that you can exploit for an investigation either now or in the future. And I teach a lot about pretext, especially on the Investigator's Ultimate Guide to Process Serving. I have a whole section there on pretexting. But that's the idea of posing as someone you're not in order to gain information you wouldn't normally get. And when I say looking for the weak spot in a system, what I mean is this. Recently, a national pizza chain has tied in your ability to make an order using social media. And so, but one of the catches to this application that they've made is that, when you place an order for the pizza, it goes on to social media and everybody can see the kind of pie you ordered. So, not a big deal. But when you're an investigator, I want you to look at things like that and think, how can this help me? Could this help me with an investigation? So, for example, if you're looking for someone and you're following their social media and you see that they ordered a pizza, it may just tell you what kind of pie they got, but can you use that to your advantage? Can you say, okay, I know they just ordered a pizza. What can I do with that information? And maybe you know their cell phone number. Can that help you with a pretext? Can you call them back up and say, hey, your order got jumbled, we got our addresses mixed up, where are we supposed to send it? And if you do pretext, you probably know you're going to make it a little more smooth than that. I don't want to teach you here just out in the open exactly how to do these pretexts. But, think about it. You now know this person's ordered a pie. How can you take advantage of this? Can you call them up and tell them something was wrong with their payment, something was wrong with their processing? The bad guys see this and know this. Believe me, the bad guys know this. I wouldn't be surprised if right now someone is taking advantage of this to fish credit card information out of people, calling them up, telling them their payment didn't process, please verify the numbers, and getting all their credit card information they need. So you see, the bad guys do this, and they do it for theft, they do it for crime. What I'm talking about is using it for one of your investigations. Whatever you do, you have to be legal. You cannot break the law in doing these things. And your pretext cannot really harm anybody. You can't do a pretext where they end up, the example I frequently give, where they end up buying a plane ticket and flying to another city to try to claim a prize or something like that. You still have to be ethical about what you're doing. Another example I can give you when I'm talking about when you look for things, the weak spots, things that can help you with an investigation. Maybe you've called a customer service number at one point in time, and it's an automatic thing, and it prompts you to put in, say, the last 4 digits of your social security number and the first letter in your last name. And then it says, okay, are you so-and-so? And it prompts you with this information. There's something, remember that. Write that number down, keep that number. This might be something that's useful for you in an investigation in the future. It's not uncommon to know somebody's, social security number and last name. And think about, what did this automated system just tell me with that little bit of information that might be useful to me? Did it parrot back to me my full name and my address? Well, think about it. Now, anytime you have the last 4 digits of someone's social security number and the first letter of their last name, if they've dealt with this company, if they're in that database, you can fish out a full name and an address. So as you just go through life, as you deal with companies and computers and phone systems and that, notice what they're asking you for, notice what you're getting out of it, and think about where you can use that in an investigation in the future. This is Larry Kaye with ShadowAnyone.com. Remember, do the right thing, even if it's the hard thing.